Broadcasting from the Fence One Studios. Voted #1 contractor in North Alabama. 94.1 WHRP. Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur. A Cumulus media station.
Tony, yeah! Tony, in the morning. Tony, in the morning. Waking up your world. Tony, in the morning. Tony, in the morning.
94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP, today's best variety of R&B. It's Wednesday, hump day. Our girl Money Long with them superpowers. Tony in the morning, DJ Primetime 256. I don't know what it is about that song, but I always feel so powerful when I hear that song.
Does it make you want to run into a telephone booth real quick?
It certainly makes me, not a telephone booth, can't find one these days, but it makes me want to put a cape on, I ain't gonna lie, and some boots.
Well, Tony, speaking of superpowers, Tom Holland just revealed the new title for Spider-Man 4.
Oh, what is it?
But I can't tell you yet.
Oh. You and your little corny tease.
I try.
Right. Well, listen, this is a very serious situation. Luigi Mangione is on trial, and the Justice Department, they're seeking the death penalty.
Oh, wow. Well, Tony, the women's basketball Final Four is finally set in.
Yes.
The NCAA, South Carolina versus Texas is going down Friday.
I can't wait.
UCLA versus UConn.
I can't wait.
Insane.
It's going to be insane. All right. And a chance to win these tickets to the Old School Blues Festival. It's happening right now on our web. I think we should make a phone call this morning. WHRPFM.com. You want to see the Isley Brothers and Big Daddy Kane?
I do.
Memorial Day weekend. It is the JD Entertainment and Joe Douglas Old School Blues Festival. 28 years strong. Your chance to win is with us right here at 94.1 WHRP.
Thank you for starting your morning with us. Tony in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP, Tony in the morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. Good morning, Tennessee Valley, and happy hump day. Now, please, before you leave the house this morning, the weather is going to deceive you. When you step outside, this is going to be the coldest it's going to be all day. I need you to make a U-turn. Grab some extra bottles of water and do me a favor, Tennessee Valley. Hydrate. Take that allergy medicine this morning. Please take that allergy medicine. And if you're able to wear some shorts at work, wear some shorts. It's going to be 83 degrees today. It was just freezing the other day. It was pollen and windy. It was that winter spring going on. And today, it's going to be hot. Do me a favor, Tennessee Valley, on this first hot day. Grab some water. Hydrate. All right, we got Back in the Day, Black in the Day coming up. We also have at 7 a.m. the DJ Sir Thorough mix, the 10-minute mix coming up at 7 a.m. right here on 94.1 WHRP.
Tony in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.
We looking black in the day.
Was that black?
We're looking back in the day.
Back.
Well,
Well, back in the day, Alexander Twilight grew up in Vermont during the turn of the 18th century, where he worked on a neighbor's farm while learning to read and write. He put himself through school at Randolph Orange County Grammar School at the age of 20. After he transferred as a junior to Vermont's Middlebury College, he graduated in 1823, becoming the first black person to earn a bachelor's degree from the U.S. college. All right, that's Black in the Day. On this date back in the day in 1956, as the world turns and the edge of night Hello, great-grandmama.
Hello.
All right, soap operas actually debuted on CBS. It was Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass that became the first act with 4 albums in the top 10 on the Billboard's 200.
Wow.
That was in 1966. Now, in 1978, the TV drama Dallas premiered on CBS as a 5-week miniseries. We know what happened with that. Who shot JR?
Who did it?
All right, it was 1978 that the world was introduced to this Velcro. Right. John Thompson and Patrick Ewing led Georgetown to the NCAA men's basketball championship over Houston on this date in 1984. Well, John Thompson became the first black coach to win an NCAA championship in basketball. And the NCAA brought the three-point shot to college basketball on this date in 1986.
It's good.
Hello. It's celebrities celebrating birthdays and famous people, too.
Co-founder of the rap group Migos, Quavo, celebrating his birthday today. We also have R.L., the lead singer of the R&B group Next. Prince Paul, music producer and DJ, celebrating his birthday, as well as Gregory Abbott, singer with the 80s hit Shake You Down. We also have actor Christopher Maloney. Law and Order fans know him as Stabler. Oz fans remember him as Chris Keller.
Hello.
In memoriam, we have Marvin Gaye, born on this date in 1939. The soulful singer gave us slow jams, funky grooves, and songs that made us reflect. We also remember Rodney King, born on this date in 1965, a tragic figure in American history. His savage beating by LAPD officers sparked a national outrage. Tracy Braxton, born on this date in 1972, one of the Braxton sisters. She passed away after her battle with cancer. Find more celebrity birthdays on our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
And it is World Autism Awareness Day, so wear blue to recognize people with autism. That is the Black in the Day, Back in the Day. Tony in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.
It's Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP.
Tired of pushy real estate salespeople? Are you looking for a real estate agency that truly cares? Stallworth Real Estate isn't about selling houses. They're about helping you find the home you deserve. Veteran owned and operated with over 30 years of military service, Stallworth Real Estate serves their clients and their community with that same dedication. As a military relocation specialist, certified buyer representative, and seller representative specialist, they bring unmatched expertise to every transaction. Call Stallworth Real Estate at 256-214-4123. That's 256-214-4123. Or book your consultation online at stallworthrealestate.com. And if you like to drop by and say, hey, swing by their office at 8840 Madison Boulevard, Suite 200D, Madison, Alabama. Stallworth Real Estate, where integrity meets results. Tell them DJ Primetime 256 sent you.
It hits the same, though, Tony.
No.
It hits the same. No. The coffee and the shot.
You're a shot of espresso.
Espresso. It hits like a, and then a tall cup of coffee.
It lasts a little longer.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
That dog lasts a little longer.
That tall cup lasts a little longer.
Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP. Welcome to it, Wednesday Hump Day. And yeah, a nice spring summer day today in temperatures, as you mentioned earlier. Yeah,
Man.
nearly 84. We're looking to warm up. It's already warm. I was quite pleased when I opened the door today.
Yeah. This is a 2-outfit day.
This is so, I think Mother Nature is going through some menopause. Because today she got a hot flash.
Yeah, she got a hot
yesterday
flash.
she was cold-blooded yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Attitude, temperament.
She kicked Mr. Winter out.
Mm-hmm.
She kicked Winter out.
Yeah. Yes.
Say, get out of here, Cole. It's going to be hot. So it was like 40-something in the morning yesterday.
It was cold. It was cold.
Real cold, because I was complaining about my AC dropping, and now it is hot.
Yeah. When I opened the door, I was like, oh, okay.
This is how your utilities go up right here, people. This is how your utilities go
Oh,
up.
I forgot to turn mine down.
See?
Doggone it.
See?
All right. Time for the good news in the neighborhood.
Good news in the neighborhood. As we know, Panoply is right around the corner, and Mazda Toyota Manufacturing is excited to bring back Military Salute Night Friday, April 25th. This is free for all active duty military, armed forces, and their dependents. This is your good news in the neighborhood. For this and other good news in the neighborhood, check out our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
The Good News in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Alabama A&M. Learn more about Alabama A&M University by visiting aamu.edu today. Alabama A&M University.
Want to. Go ahead, wear your fur in the heat. The heat was on.
Heat wave.
Yesterday in politics, no doubt. Shout out to Susan Crawford.
Yes, congratulations.
In Wisconsin. You
Yes.
saw that the guy that has all those Teslas, he was out there throwing the money around like he did during the presidential campaign.
Millions.
Trying to buy votes again like he did during the presidential campaign.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Didn't work this time.
Y'all done learned your lesson. Uh-huh.
Gave away that money for free.
Yeah, so she actually had a big win, and everybody was taking a look and watching this big, because this could have switched things around big time.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
But nonetheless, Wisconsin voters yesterday delivered the Dems their biggest boost since President Tan Man returned to power, right? And the liberals, they pulled one out, the state Supreme Court majority, and told that guy that wears black every day, and if you turn his logo upside down, looks like a Klan hat. Anyway.
Oh.
I'll wait.
I didn't even thought of that. I've never.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Got the eyes.
Yeah. Learn something new every day.
Stick around. I'm here all day. Stick around. Right. So the liberal Susan Crawford defeated the conservative, Mr. Brad Schimmel, winning a 10-term and retaining the 4-3 liberal Supreme Court majority. So there you have it.
Congratulations.
That's what happened over there in the cheese state. Meanwhile, on Capitol
Hill.
Cory Booker. Now, if you didn't spend any time yesterday, I mean, even just 5 minutes watching this man stand on business, 10 toes down.
10 toes down. No chairs, no
Spoke
seats.
for 25 hours and 5 minutes, the senator did. Now, this is not the first time we've seen this type of display and this type of, push to get the message across. Back in 1957, where were you?
1957.
Right. There was a Senate speech that was said by Strom Thurmond of South Carolina, all right, who filibustered for 24 hours and 18 minutes against Civil Rights Act of 1957.
24 hours.
All right. Meanwhile, the guy with the long hair in Texas, Ted Cruz, he also spoke for 21 hours and 19 minutes against the Affordable Care Act. That was in 2013. Now, Senator Cory Booker, if we're going to break records, did that yesterday as he talked for 25 hours and 5 minutes, breaking their records and also objecting to the Tan Man and his current actions and executive orders.
25 hours and 5 minutes. No restroom breaks.
Nope.
No food.
No. Just a
standing.
Few little sips of water here and there. Yeah. And he wanted to express that these are not normal times in our nation, and that we should not be treated as such here in the United States. The threats to the American people, American democracy, are grave and urgent, and we must all do something and stand against them. And so that his message, if you didn't hear it, went on for 25 hours and 5 minutes. So I jumped on TikTok because I follow him, and I got in on that for a good couple of hours and just listened to him.
Yeah.
And I was very proud. I was really emotional, and I felt like somebody was standing there on my behalf, and it was a good feel.
And I like the fact that as a senator, he's doing it on Capitol Hill versus just doing it on social media.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of senators, Congress people that are saying something, but they like to say it behind closed doors.
Right.
Or they're only running to social media and say anything. He literally stood on business on Capitol Hill and said what needed to be said.
Yeah. So there was a lot of supporters there, and, I appreciate, because they kind of reminded me of the politicians from my youth, my early adult life, people who really you felt were fighting for you.
Yeah.
And it just felt good to see. So thank you, Senator Cory Booker. I hope you get some rest. Somebody go rub that man's feet.
The latest gossip headline.
Here she goes, up in everybody's business.
Tony's Tattletale.
Did you hear about what happened?
Tony's Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletale. Is any of this true?
Tony's Tattletale.
Well, we start this tattletale off with a little bit of a sad note. For those of you who have followed his career over the course of the years, talking about Val Kilmer, who earned his angel wings at the age of 65 years old. Boy, he was a heartthrob back in the day. And, of course, starred in many movies that many of us have seen over the course of the years. He's going to be greatly missed, earning his angel wings, of course, at the age of 65. Have you seen him? Does anybody know where he is? Have you talked to him? Have you had dinner with him lately? Aaron Hall, where you at?
Gone.
You somewhere writing songs? People are looking for Aaron Hall. Evidently, they're trying to serve him up. Aaron Hall, who's been missing after being named in one of Diddy's, well, let's just say Diddy's little fiascos, you might say. And ain't nobody seen him. They've been in California. They've been in Georgia. They're trying to serve him so he can get on that trial.
He said, no. I'm out.
Well, Mustard finally has said, yes, I'm going to be a part of the tour. DJ Mustard's going to open for Kendrick Lamar and SZA at the Grand National Tour, and we're here for it. It's going to kick off in Minneapolis Saturday, April 19th. It's not the word, it's just what I heard. It's just tattletales.
Now you're in the know about other people's business. From Tony's Tattletale on 94.1 WHRP.
Love in the middle, Kevin Ross.
I wish he would come visit Huntsville. He is such a great talent.
Oh, man.
So unsung. So unsung.
He was supposed
and he's easy on the eyes.
He was supposed to come to Huntsville during the pandemic when
Oh,
he was
yeah,
doing all
that's
the
right.
voice challenge.
You're right. I forgot about that. Well, wasn't nobody coming to Huntsville.
I
wasn't even trying to come to Huntsville during the COVID.
That man's got a voice on him. Got a voice on him.
Yeah.
So, Tony.
We're talking about Kevin Ross here at 94.1 WHRP.
That was talking about me.
I always think we're talking about you.
Especially when we come to vocals now. And I ain't going to hit you. I ain't going to hit you. I'm going to wait till later on before I do that. So, Tony, do you like flies?
No.
Okay. What about the really big flies?
I despise flies. Don't you old folks start reading? Don't you even go say it out loud?
So, do you remember the cicadas?
Oh,
the
goodness,
huge fly.
Boy, do I.
They are going to be
so annoying.
14 states will be affected by cicadas. Millions.
They hang out in packs, right?
Packs.
So one day when the cicadas were here last, which was like last year.
Last year, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And so I was at a car wash, and there weren't any cicadas nearby. I didn't hear anything. So I'm walking across the parking lot, and you can see them.
Yes.
They've got a glow to them.
Yes.
It was kind of hot. It was kind of like just laying there. It was unalived. Yeah. And I'm like, how did you get over here, buddy?
You'd be like,
by yourself. Yeah. They're so noisy.
Oh, they're loud. Then they be on their backs and they be just flopping around.
So what's going on with them?
So millions of them are coming back to the U.S.
Why?
They're going to be surrounding Alabama, but they're not going to be in Alabama.
We already did our run with them last year.
But it's still close.
But they're going to come in here.
I believe so.
I think they're going to cross state line.
They're going to be in Georgia.
They're definitely
They're going to be in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be in Mississippi. That's everything
when
that's around us.
When they hear the music at the Old School Blues Festival, they're showing up.
They're going to show up. Oh, wow. You remember last year?
That's what I'm saying.
Tony, that was so crazy. Cicadas everywhere.
So
they got the groove.
Glad that you tuned in.
Hey, you got me. Them cicadas like, and the beat goes on.
It's your best girlfriend, Tony Terrell, and you can stream us live every single day at WHRPFM.com. Check in now and catch up with Tony in the morning, weekdays from 6 to 10 at WHRPFM.com. Just click the purple button.
Tony in the morning, WHRP.
Let's get into it with your morning Black History Facts with O.C. Maddox Jr.
Welcome back to Black History Facts. I'm O.C. Maddox Jr., where we are going to explore the journey of Black American youth from the 1930s to today. It was in the 1930s that the Great Depression gripped America, but black youth displayed resilience. Despite rampant segregation and limited opportunities, they found strength in community, culture, and early civil rights of activism. When we look at the 1960s, the civil rights movement marked a very crucial era. Young black Americans were at the forefront, marching and sitting in and demanding equality. Icons like the Little Rock Nine and the student leaders of the Birmingham protest reshaped this nation's consciousness. The 1980s and 1990s saw black youth navigating new challenges and opportunities, with the rise of hip-hop giving a powerful voice to their experiences, while issues like the war on drugs and economic disparity shaped their realities. Today in 2024, well, black youth are more connected and influential than ever. They're driving social change through movements. They're excelling in academics and breaking barriers in every field imaginable. From the struggle for basic rights to leading global movements, the journey of black American youth is a testament to pliability, innovation, and unyielding hope. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and that's a look back. And this is Black History Facts. I'm O.C. Maddox Jr., and until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and keep on making history.
Your morning Black History Facts is sponsored by OMJ Media Design. Find them on Facebook. OMJ Media Design. Tony in the Morning, 94.1 WHRP.
True Love, Jay Brown, 94.1 WHRP. Tony in the Morning. Tony. This is what the people are calling Liberation Day.
I don't know what people are calling it, but listen.
Some folks.
Those tariffs are supposed to go into effect today, and that could affect everybody's pocket.
Man.
They say maybe nearly $6,000 will be taxed on to your purchase of a vehicle.
That's crazy for foreign vehicles.
Yeah. What do you call foreign vehicles? I mean, these days it seems like you got foreign parts in American-made cars. You got, I don't know, how does that really work? But I'm more concerned because I drive a hoopty, so I'm good. I'm good. Not buying a new car. Gonna stay with my Hooptaville
I'm not mad at that.
For the next 4 years. But check this out. How's that going to affect us with food? Because I heard like avocados, bananas, and all different types of fruits and vegetables will be taxed a little bit more with tariffs.
And we seriously, and this may sound crazy, and it's a little easier for us in the South than it is other parts of the U.S. We're really going to have to start growing our own food and getting local.
We've got a lot of farms around nearby.
We do.
Right down the road, did you see where the Isom's farm has built that whole new shed?
Yeah, Tony, I got to get me some honey from there.
Yeah, as soon as they open up again, that's going to be really. It's really big what they're doing here in Athens. For those of you who go and purchase your vegetables and fruits there, then you have the Cliff Farms. Yeah, these are nearby. Then we have our farmers market. We all, from Athens, Madison, Huntsville. Of course, you have Oakwood.
Oakwood Market.
So we have a lot of. We're really
we're lucky. We're blessed to hear. Yeah,
we're in a good spot here, but not everywhere.
Not everywhere, and it's going to affect them a lot harder than it is in some areas like us, because we grow a lot of our own stuff.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Grandma out there in Triana growing all her own veggies that you can turn around and go out there and pick it fresh. That's the stuff that you don't have to worry about.
Grandma out in Tanner, they growing their own groceries. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with it. Now, here's the deal. There's some people are saying, well, I live in an apartment or maybe a duplex, and I don't have. You can do pots. You can do pots and grow your own vegetables and fruits.
And they have the what's like the wall garden?
You can do wall gardens.
A buddy of mine has that
for herbs and things like that.
Yeah, he picks his fresh herbs right off the wall. Yeah,
so there's different ways. There's no excuse. You can. Even if you have a patio and you don't have a yard, you can get some potted plants and grow your own veggies and stuff.
And then you know what you can do? check your friends. See how resourceful they are.
Yeah.
Somebody may know how to hunt. Somebody may know how to grow vegetables.
Now we're really good.
Now we teaming up. Watch out now.
Find
Watch
out if
now.
your neighbor has. I have a friend who has a neighbor. Good morning, friend, who has a neighbor with chickens.
Oh, see, that's exactly.
How about them eggs?
Oh, they might not have the bird flu.
Oh, wait a minute. What was that, Elsie?
Oh,
yeah.
We got all of them.
Right.
What's your sign? Horoscope. Is this your birth month? Here's astrologer Kim Allen with your daily forecast.
Happy Wednesday. Important meetings go well today. The moon in Gemini instills the strong desire to communicate and figure stuff out. This is a great time to resolve all issues. You'll find that the most difficult of people are in the mood to talk. So listen and learn. I'm astrologer Kim Allen. Contact me at kimallen.com.
94.1 WHRP, today's best variety of R&B. Tony in the morning and DJ Primetime 256, and it is Wellness Wednesday. We are excited because we are in the springtime of year, and this is the time where everybody starts wanting to get in better shape so they can look good for the summer. That said, good morning, Dr. West.
Morning, Dr. West.
Good morning.
Good morning. And I think this is going to hit home for a lot of people who have been procrastinating, not knowing exactly how to do it, wanting to do it, hearing a lot about detoxing, and having a daily routine that's going to help us, and benefit our health. Tell us a little something about that.
Right. So there are things that are called endocrine disruptors. And, there's a lot of advertisement now at the grocery store and on TV talking about different things that are free of, and they use different words. So parabens, phthalates. So when you look on your shampoo, it'll show paraben free, sulfate free. And the reason for that is because there are studies that show that these things cause different problems. And endocrine disruptors basically are toxins or chemicals that change your hormonal situation. So you get issues with your thyroid. There's women have issues with their menstrual cycles, fertility issues. There's increased risk for cancer depending on which chemical is being used. And these are not just in your cosmetics or your shampoo, these are in foods as well. So there's a way for you to remove some of those things and get into a more healthy situation.
It's Wellness Wednesdays. We're talking with Dr. Whitney West about detoxing your daily routine. You just mentioned it could be in your food as well. How can we take it out?
So you pick things that say free of. So when you're using your cosmetics, you're using your skincare items, then you pick those things that say they're free of. Mm-hmm. The other issue is that things like plastic, like our plastic, there's things that are in our furniture, like the fumes that come out of your new carpet, like the new car smell. There's a new car smell because of the chemicals that are in the materials that were used to make those things. So let's say you get a new carpet, you got to keep the windows open and try not to use that room for like several hours, more than several hours after it's been installed. Furniture, you want to read there's a label on there that talks about different things that are in there. If it doesn't have, I can't remember what the number is, but there's a number because California, bans so many things. Like California won't let you use certain things because they all have chemicals in them. In your food, you want to read the back of the package. If they have 25 things in there you can't pronounce, then it's not really food, right? Oh. It's chemical. It's chemicals. Like if you can't read it, there are chemicals in there. So you want the first few ingredients of what you're eating to be the actual thing that you say you're going to eat. We joked around a couple of sessions ago about a meat product from a particular store and there was no meat in it. Like it said steak.
Yes,
right?
Dr. West, you read the whole label.
I did. Because those are the things that are causing us long-term damage, right? So when you put chemicals in these products and the food that we're eating, then it turns into a medical condition for us. Now we have issues with our thyroid. We have issues with, whether we can get pregnant or not. We have issues with whether we're getting cancer. So that is really important that we pay attention to those things.
Dr. Whitney West, Wellness Wednesday. And that said, I mean, you made a valid point on words you can't pronounce 9 times. I just thought about it. I'm like, we can pronounce orange and apple and chicken and beef. And that's so wise of you, Dr. Goodness gracious, I never thought of that. But moving forward, reducing daily exposure to toxins, what's the best route?
Well, so before we get there, let's talk about how we eliminate from the food. Well, we choose different options, right? We eat things that are whole food. So things that detox the liver, because the liver is the organ in the body that processes all the things that comes in, right? So what we want to do is eat more leafy greens, things like and then we call cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower. Drink things with like lemon water. Drink water, period, right? Without anything in it. So add lemon, but no sugar, no other ingredients outside of maybe, lemon, lime, something like that. Because a lot of people can't drink water, just plain water. But you want to do things to detox the liver in your body, and water is one of the ways to do that. Things like turmeric. And ginger, those help to detoxify the liver. So you add that to your food, add those things to your food. Now, the other way is avoiding those things that have the chemicals in them. So processed foods and artificial sweeteners and alcohol. Those affect your liver. So all in moderation, right? We don't want to do anything excessive with anything. How we reduce the daily exposure to toxins is that we pick things that are paraben free and sulfate free and phthalate free. We don't microwave in plastic, right? So we don't put our food in a plastic bowl and microwave it. We use a glass bowl or ceramic. Because there are things in plastic, unless it says BPA free, then it has BPA in it, which is one of those toxins we're talking about. So we use containers that when we microwave food or cook our food in that are safe to use when heated up, because what happens is the chemicals get into the food when we heat it in the microwave, like the plastic. There is a website called www.ewg.org. It's Environmental Working Group. And on that website, it actually allows you to put in what you're using. Let's say you're cleaning products in the house, this detergent or something like that. And it'll tell you on a scale of like 1 to 10 how toxic your product is. And then it gives you additional ways to either remove those or not use that. And they give you options that are more healthy. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of the things that are safer for us either cost more or we can do our own like DIY stuff. So we use baking soda or vinegar and something else mixture to clean stuff. But you got to kind of look that up. Like you got to research it and try to figure out, what would be safer to use than what you're currently using, or spend the money for the things that are eco-friendly.
Well, I know growing up, all we did was use vinegar and hot water. Get yourself a paper towel, clean those windows. All that stuff from back in the day that many of us probably grew up using was a safe way to go. And now we have all these options with all those chemicals you were mentioning that could be harmful for our in-home air space.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I never knew about, the fact that when you have new furniture, give it time to breathe, or don't roll around in the carpet because it's really new. Let
the fumes out, right?
Fumes out. Who knew?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking to Dr. Whitney West is Wellness Wednesday. We're talking about detoxing and having a healthier life moving forward. What are some of your best tips? I mean, you mentioned a couple of things that I do on a daily basis. I use ginger in my coffee and turmeric. I like a little cinnamon also, and I do that on a daily basis. And even, a little cayenne pepper. That's my thing, doctor. That's my concoction.
Yeah, I understand. I put cinnamon in my coffee every day.
Yeah.
But again, eating whole foods, eating the leafy greens and the broccoli and the cauliflower, and drinking water. Like, water is huge. A lot of people don't, when they think about it, they're like, I had about a bottle of water today. Like, you need minimum 64 ounces a day just to keep your body healthy. Your body's 70% water. So we got to replace what we're losing, incidental stuff. So when we talk, there's saliva, there's sweat. If we're working out, there's extra sweat. There's elimination. We got to replace what we're losing. Bare minimum of 64 ounces a day. I usually tell folks to aim for about 80. So if I tell them to do that, then they'll kind of land where I want them to land. Mm-hmm. So, so water is one. Eating whole foods, eliminating artificial sweeteners and processed foods and that kind of thing. I got my teenagers who are, oh, Mom, is that your healthy food kind of deal? And it's funny because I've kind of slowly worked them into getting rid of the things that are super processed or whatever. And I add, I kind of slip mine into the cabinet and, into the fridge. And then I realized that they're eating my stuff. And I was like, my special stuff, Yeah. So it takes, it'll take time. What I tell people to not do is throw away everything in their cabinet, right? Don't do that. As you start running out of stuff, pick something better the next time that you go to shop. So if you run out of your dish detergent, then pick something a little bit more eco-friendly when you go the next time. You run out of your detergent, pick something a little bit more eco-friendly when you go. But as you use it up, don't go back and get the same thing you got before, because we're destroying the environment and then we're killing ourselves, basically.
So the moral of this story is to start drinking eco-friendly wine. Get rid of the rest. Right. It is Wellness Wednesday. Dr. Whitney West, what's the best way to get in contact with you?
My website is whitneywestmdpc.com.
And your parting words?
Empower Wellness. It's a journey, not a destination.
That's our girl, Coco Jones, better known as Hillary on Bel Air. All right, here we go. Tony in the morning, DJ Primetime 256, and Wednesday, hump day, second day of April, and a nice, pleasant, warm day. You can make it happen outside today.
Yes.
84 is the target temp today.
Oh, yeah. Test those abs out that you've been working in all winter. You've been working on abs all winter? Mm-hmm. Test them out today. Why not?
So don't do that. We're not ready.
Not yet.
No. But I will say this. Have you noticed the mosquitoes and the wasps and bees and all?
Yes.
Those wasps, I've been seeing these real red wasps. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, they like my vehicle. I don't know if it's because of the skin tone on the car.
The skin tone of the car? Yeah.
They like that light skin.
She got the light skin car.
I got a light skin car. Yeah, right.
Well, for some odd reason, hornets are attracted to my vehicle.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the Alabama A&M tag or what, but these hornets keep coming after me.
Oh, it's the tag.
It's
definitely the tag.
Tony,
you don't have to worry about it unless you see the honeybees. Now we got a problem.
Then we got the problem.
If they drop down in the splits, your car is going, boom!
And I'm running from the wasps.
All right, I'm just saying.
I'm running from them.
All right. Right. So this flight had to turn around mid-air. Flight from Bali, Indonesia, was on its way to Australia. And it had to turn around because there was a passenger that attempted to open the cabin door while they were flying over the Indian Ocean.
Hands.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So now, people ain't playing no more.
At all.
They had over 200 passengers. Can you imagine the anxiety people were feeling when this person attempted to open the door?
Hands.
Oh,
Hands.
That's all you. That's all.
No, said hands.
Period.
You hop up on a flight that I am on. The only door you better be grabbing is the one to the restroom. Mm-hmm. That's the only door handle you need to grab.
They were able to turn the flight around. Everyone is safe, and they arrested the person once they got back on the ground.
Hands still. Somebody's got to handle him while we on the plane, and I'm a volunteer. Hands. I'm gonna hand section, please. I don't need to be in the fire row.
Right.
I need to be in the hand section. Hand section, please.
Do they still have the officers that fly on these planes?
Yeah, the marshals still on some flights. Still on some flights.
Okay.
So NFL has changed their regular season overtime rules to they used to whoever scored first won the game unless it was a field goal. So if you got a touchdown, the game was over. If you got a field goal, the other team got a chance to get the ball. Well, now they're going to college rules or playoff rules to where each team gets an opportunity to get the ball to score a touchdown.
Really?
Still going to be 10 minutes apiece for the overtime.
Okay.
But I think it's dope because if you score on a kickoff, the game's over.
Right.
I want to see you actually take it from the 20 to 30 and offense, defense, make it happen. Make the overtime a real overtime.
Okay.
I love the college rules, so I'm glad the NFL's going to this as well.
Yeah, all right. I'm kind of wrestling with that one.
Really?
Yeah, because, my team's the Raiders. We don't never win.
Yeah. Coin toss.
Gentlemen, prom season's here and it's time to dress to impress. On Time Fashion's got you covered with their exclusive 15% off special on men's blazers, suits, tuxedos, and shoes. Whether you're going for that classic elegance or a modern twist, everything is in stock and ready for that big night. Come on to On Time Fashion. They'll help you step up your game and make a statement that won't be forgotten. Visit On Time Fashion today in Tuscaloosa or Huntsville and get ready to shine on that prom night. Don't forget to check out their website at ontimettown.com. Tell them DJ Primetime 256 sent you.
It's always the little things that matter. Little things, LMA 94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. And now it's time for your motivation and inspiration.
There's going to be times when you get so tired that you quit. But don't get tired. Learn to figure it out and rest and regroup and restart. Don't get tired and quit. Rest, regroup, and restart. That's your motivation and inspiration. 94.1 WHRP.